Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 13th day of December 2021, I would like to take you over here to JM Bullion so we can look at the spot prices. Now it looks like gold is up $3.91 to 1794.34, silver up 4 pennies to 22.33, platinum up $1.25 to 958.95, and palladium up $1.91 to 1796.72. Look at that, 1796 to 1794, about $2 and change difference. That's about a 1-to-1, right? Now the in-stock silver, they're at 465 pieces, so that's definitely a drawback from the 515 or so that they did have. Now I've heard rumors online that some local coin shops are not selling their silver until the live spot market reopens on Monday. So over the weekend, people were having a hard time picking up silver. Now, this reminds me of the time back early this last winter in February and March where bullion dealers online, like JM Bullion here, took all of their, if not most of their silver off the shelves for a period for over the course of the weekend because the live spot market was not open and they wanted to see what was happening on Monday. So I think we're entering that era again like we were last year. So next stop, and I want to thank Shane, and you know who you are, sir. Thank you very much. This comes from me by Shane. Appreciate that. Emailed this story to me. This is Click on Detroit. Looks like the title of the article is Gold Coins Dropped into Salvation Army Red Kettles in Macomb County. Gold coins dropped into several red kettles worth thousands of dollars. And this is basically a follow-up of a story we did over here about your local coin shop. And collectors are encouraged to give away rare silver and gold coins this holiday season. So this is basically a follow-up to that. Now, the nonprofit often discovers interesting, valuable donations in their iconic red kettles. Most of us instinctively drop in pocket change, but someone or several folks dropped off coins that are worth a lot of change. So imagine these red kettles get change all day long. Do you think they have somebody like some kind of expert going through all those coins? Maybe, maybe not, right? Now, this is from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. The Salvation Army says the need for services has never been greater. I completely get that. It makes total sense. It seems generosity is also at an all-time high. That is so beautiful to hear. Thank God for that. The nonprofit often discovers interesting, valuable donations in their iconic red kettles. Most of us instinctively drop in pocket change, but some or several folks dropped off coins that are worth a lot of change. We're astonished. I don't know I've ever seen this. I don't know I've ever seen this, said Salvation Army Corps Officer Major Matt Grindle. Well, maybe. Gold coins were dropped into several red kettles worth thousands of dollars. I've seen this before and I've heard of this before. This is not new. I've been with the Salvation Army for 27 years, and to get 4 gold coins that have significant value is rare. Okay, so the number is probably what they're talking about. Maybe they get 1 or 2 here and there. One of the coins in 1983, South African gold Krugerrand, is worth $1,700. A coin like that jumps out at you, and people get excited, Grindle said. We may have to start doing a happy dance if this keeps happening. And I think they're going to be doing a lot of happy dancing out there. So that's really cool. For nearly a decade, the Salvation Army has received a gold coin from a Kroger location in St. Clair Shores. This year, 4 gold coins were dropped into red kettles in St. Clair Shores and Roseville. So that's what they're talking about, the greater need and the greater giving. When asked if it could be the same person, Grindle said, we've speculated over the years that it was because we've received them at the same location. But this time it's a little different. I added that little extra bit. The gold coins will be exchanged for currency and spent on vital services for those in need across Macomb County. It'll go towards feeding, housing, providing utility and rental assistance, as well as food, Grindle said. It'll fund everything we do here. That's so cool. Whether it's 1 Secret Santa or 4, the Salvation Army is grateful for the generous donations. There is an anonymous gift, and I think, this is an anonymous gift, and I think there's no purer gift than someone who gives without receiving in return. That's it right there. That's the key. We hope that whoever is doing this is blessed during the holiday season as well. The Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign runs through Christmas season. Their goal is to raise $8.3 million, and this is about the author, Priya Mann. Good job there. Now, take you here to the Salvation Army, and I'll leave a link in the description for the story and the Salvation Army, and there are ways to get some help, and there are ways to donate, and you can find out a little bit about them, their story, how they started, and I'm going to go here to the Wikipedia page of the Salvation Army, and I'm just going to basically read the one thing that we're all pretty familiar with, right? And that is the stores, the thrift stores. Now, the Salvation Army is known for its network of thrift stores or charity shops, colloquially referred to as the Sally Ann in Canada and the United States. I've never heard that. Salvo's stores in Australia and Sally's in New Zealand, which raise money for its rehabilitation programs by selling donated used items such as clothing, housewares, and toys. Clothing collected by Salvation Army stores that are not sold on location are often sold wholesale on the global secondhand clothing market. So that's really cool. And I think a lot of people don't really, I think they disparage the Salvation Army and what they do because they don't really quite understand why something that was donated that they would charge a lot of money for, right? So it's basically for funding their programs, right? That's what's happening there. And I'm sure there are instances where human nature has taken over and, it creates a blemish on their image. But I believe that in all, they do a good job. If they do more good than bad, then, well, there you go. The Salvation Army's fundraising shops in the United Kingdom participate in the United Kingdom's government work program, a workfare program, where benefit claimants must work for no compensation for 20 to 40 hours per week over periods that can be as long as 6 months. So they fund the rehabilitation centers. Now it says when these items are bought at the Salvation Army thrift stores, part of the proceeds go towards the Salvation Army's emergency relief efforts and programs. Textile items that are not sold are recycled and turned into other items such as carpet underlay. The Salvation Army also helps keep their employees by hiring ex-felons, depending on the circumstances, because they believe in giving people second chances. And what's wrong with that? Second chances, right? But you got to be, reasonable. There are many opportunities available for them nationwide, and are they able to move their way up to become a manager or even work in one of their corporate offices? See, that's it. And I think America loves an underdog. They love people who are able to pull themselves out of the muck by their bootstraps and kick you know what. Now, over here to my plus one today. It is from the you know where. It's from the Bible. It is Leviticus 19:15. And it says here, do not pervert justice, like twist it, right? Do not show partiality to the poor or favoritism to the great. Make your judgments honorable, honest, morally right, and justifiable. And this is my own little bit at the end here, because I would say, why would we really want to have a two-tiered justice system where we have a law for one class and another law for a different class, right? That doesn't seem fair. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're hearing, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a silver stacker. Have a great week. Out.